Uppy, uppy, uppy. It's one funny morning. I'm Dana Blizzard, and it's too early in the morning. This is the dumbest show in the whole world.
From Monday
to Friday.
Sometimes on Saturdays.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
Dean stinks.
You never know what's gonna happen.
That's your Dateline voice?
I don't know.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't.
It's not a chicken leg. This is a chicken leg.
Look at that manhole cover on my face.
Not a bad rendition of me. Hold on.
We know your brother. We'll give you a ride to school or whatever.
That's called
our
murder
small
in New Jersey.
He was a lot
Like what is?
with his everything.
Oh.
What's outside your Puerta de Clima?
That's Stella! Yeah!
Hi, it's Janine in New Jersey. How is everybody? Good morning. Uppy,
Good.
uppy, uppy. And this is...
Hi, I'm in New Jersey. I'm Jacob, and I'm a good baseball player. Last time I went to the two dogs and smacked it over the fence, and hope Daddy and Mommy have a good day, and they shoot fun.
Okay, now it's time for Uppy, uppy, uppy. Here's our host, Dina Blizzard.
Oh my gosh, he's adorable. Good morning. Good morning. Oh my gosh, how cute. That's Janine and Jacob, and they're absolutely adorable. What a great way to start the week. It's Monday, y'all. It's Monday. It's Ugly Monday. I know. Please put as many of your children in videos. Children, pets, squirrels. I have been watching a ridiculous amount of squirrel videos. Why? I don't know. I don't know why they keep showing up into my feed, but I watch them. There's a man, he trains squirrels, and one of his squirrels, the two buck teeth in the front were so big they grew into the bottom of his mouth. So he trapped it, obviously, took it to a vet, and had the vet shave down the teeth. What are you even saying? I don't know, but I watched the whole thing. We have a pet squirrel at work. Of course you do. Saw a crazy squirrel outside. Of course you did. Yeah. My mom ran away from a squirrel. Hold on. This is so good. This is peppers and eggs, and it's super yummy. I guess it was Friday. We're leaving the gym. Oh, Marla, that's so nice. We're leaving the gym, and there's two ladies in the parking lot, and they're like on the ground, and they're like, come here, come here. Good morning, Tim. And they're like, come here. And we're like, what are these two crazy ladies talking about? There's a squirrel running towards them like a baby. Mama's like, what are they doing? I said, looks like they're talking to a squirrel. She's like, they're going to get rabies because Diana got to go. If there's like everything turns out great or everybody dies, she's like, let me get on this everybody dies train, and she will rock it out. So she was like, they're going to get rabies. And I was like, you're a little bit extra. And then the squirrel was on his way over to the two ladies, makes a hard left. Morning steak, makes a hard left right for Diane. Here's the thing. It's almost like the more she hates an animal, the more the animal wants to just be on her. And then she started to run. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen old people run, but they can't. So she basically goes into what I'll consider to be a heavy trot in the middle of the parking lot. And when I say trot, I mean she wasn't moving. She was screaming, well, like this. I'm not sure if she was like, I'm going to be a big squirrel, but... And to be clear, I just watched. I waited just to see how it was going to go down. But I wasn't afraid of the squirrel. I wasn't going to help her run from the squirrel or protect her from the squirrel. I was like, we just left the gym, but this is so much more. Would have made a great video. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Trot was generous. Thank you, Bob. I will say, though, that Diana graduated last week at the gym. So my trainer, Anthony, will give me like the bar, like these giant things on it. You got to squat them, right? I think I might have one muscle in one leg, like half a muscle in each leg. I'm not positive. And Diana watches me when she goes and she does her balance exercises. The other day, Di had the bar on her shoulders. No weights yet, but the bar could be 40 pounds. And she did it. Now, when I say squat, it was more of like she looked down at the floor. It didn't matter. She had that bar on her shoulders, which, unless it was like an Italian cream pie, that was the heaviest thing she's lifted in forever. So it was a big deal. Mm-hmm. 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 Katie, when I say she's graduated from the gym, what I mean is she doesn't ever, she up until this point doesn't really pick up weights. Like Andrea's starting, she's going to start coming to the gym with us. But, you know, when you're above a certain age, most of what she does is balance. And I highly suggest everyone, depending on where you are. My mom has never been to a gym before. It's not anything she knew. It took a lot of convincing to get her to go. But you know, Anthony has really worked on trying to just kind of get her balance up. And the biggest thing, I feel like everybody can do this, but here's her biggest thing. Like, I could just stand up. Like, look at me. But she needs her arms to push her up. Mm-hmm. And she can't. And when we started, she couldn't do it. She had to always touch something in order to stand up. So she practiced standing up. I don't know, solid 3 months. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What gym offers these trainers? Well, I think every gym offers a trainer. But there's a group of us that go together, so we kind of split the cost. And for me, it's good because I have zero motivation. Like, if nobody else was going today, I'd probably like, oh, I'm not gonna go. I will be the first to bail. I just want you to know. First, I'm out. Like, I'll be like, oh my gosh, I totally want to go. But if you don't go, I'm probably not going to go. Like, it's just, yeah. So it's been good. So it took her what? I think she's been going 2 years. Mm-hmm. And yeah, Shakenja, if you're using your arms to get up, you better start practicing. My leg is doing really well, Bob. I'm surprised, you know, because it was like swelling up all the time. It was like a long journey trying to just get to like not broken again, but it's good. All good. Had a busy weekend. Did everybody have a nice weekend? I was bebopping most of the weekend. I had to go flip the shore house, which was a little crazy. I was by myself, but it was fine. Then I went to go see Jacqueline had a show this weekend. The writing is the writing. I did go meet with Missy. When did we meet? I guess Friday. Is it Friday, Miss? And Missy and I, well, the same thing. Like, if there's somebody with me. Yeah, it was Friday because then I saw Pat. Oh my gosh, I saw Pat at the pool. So this gig came up a couple weeks ago. And a friend of mine was like, do you want to do this gig? And I was like, sure. And then he told this story. He was like, you're going to love it. Happy birthday, Brian. He's like, Ginny, you're going to have a great time. Now, I thought this was a joke. You're going to have a great time. There's a pool. And I was like, what? He's like, there's a pool. And I was like, huh? It was last year's comedian jumped in the pool. And they loved it. And I was like, you're funny. That wasn't a joke. And so Dean was with me. And Pat Q, she gets mad because I never say her name right. Pat Q was like, what time is this show? Or where's this show at? I said, Pat, I have no idea. You know I don't ever know where I'm going. What time is it? I don't know either. She goes, well, a friend of mine told me you were going. I go, you should ask that person. I don't know. No, like a pool. It was a part of like an apartment complex, and the pool is in the middle. And so Dean and I were heading over. There was an expectation for the community to use the pool. I don't know that they expected that. They did expect me to show up, which was surprising. And but it actually ended up being quite lovely. But Pat, tell me if I'm wrong. Like the pool is probably like located like on an acre of land, right? Most of it's not pool, right? So there's a pool and there's just this giant play yard. And there were like bathrooms. It was a nice facility. I thought it was a private function, Judy. That's why I didn't put it out. I thought, oh, this must just be for this community. So and there was an opera singer, girl, and there was a spotlight like a half acre away. It looked like there was only 12 people. That's about right. That was about right. And the great thing about events like that is like anybody can play a theater. You guys would kill. You guys would kill. Was the audience watching from in the pool? Last year there were people in the pool. This year, no people in the pool. They were just on the side, normal. And I was like, what's our language restriction? Like there were no kids there. But there's apartments all along both sides. And if there was a kid outside, they could definitely hear us. I didn't see any kids. So I was like, okay. And then there was a lifeguard who was on her phone the whole time. Adorable. And so Dean goes up. Now, this is a young girl as a lifeguard, but nobody's in the pool. I was like, this poor girl, why she got to sit here? So I start, of course, talking to the lifeguard. Her name's Haley, real nice, 23, yada, yada. And Dean had just finished his set. And absolutely, Pat. So Dean had just finished his set. I said, oh, how old are you? He said, 23, real cute girl. And I said, Dean, I want you to know, Haley wasn't paying any attention to your set until you said the part where you're not gay, but a lot of people think you are. And then her head popped up. She's like, he's not, like that, surprised. And it was hilarious. We all are. But she was adorable. I said, can't you leave, Haley? Why are you here? She said, I can't leave till all you guys leave. And I was like, okay, we're going to be here all night. But it was fun. So I have like some jokes about dating apps. And so there's like 3 like dudes, some bros in the back, right? Like 25 years old. And I was like, who here is on the dating app? Nobody raises their hand. I said, you 3 dudes in the back should be on the dating app. They're like, we're not. I was like, well, explains why you're at a pool on a Friday with a whole bunch of old people. Get out of here. Why are you here? Did you ever look at young people who don't go out and do stuff? And you just want to be like, what are you doing? Look, does your back hurt? You got stretch marks? You overwhelmingly tired? Go out. Go do something. Stop hanging out with old people. We don't want you here. Just, why are you at a pool with a comedian on Friday? Yeah, you got a bad leg? No, get out of here. You shouldn't be here. This is for people who've lost hope and are happy doing nothing. Yeah. It's so funny. So yeah, we had a good time. Yeah, young people are too poor to do stuff. I get that, Allie. But what did we do? We were poor. We still went out. We did a lot of like hanging out on the street corner, which is probably wrong now that I say it. Yeah, I had to chase my daughter out of her room. Yeah. We did a lot of like hanging out on street corners, going to parties at somebody's house. Yeah, there's some free stuff outside. Yeah, go outside and do some free stuff. I'm sure it's illegal, but the border's illegal. We used to drive around the Marlton 8. That was it that you just drive around. Yeah, we hung out the Marlton 8. Yeah. We go kick out the lamppost. Those things we did as kids are frowned upon now. Yeah, they don't like it when kids hang out. Yeah, 7-Eleven. Yeah, no. Where's all the hanging out? Where's it happening? People don't know how to party without spending a lot of money. I do. We drove around the McDonald's. Yeah. I was always out unless I was grounded. That's what I mean. Yeah, no more malls. Karen, do you remember going to the mall? Yeah. Jeremy, I don't know if that applies to everybody, but close. Close. Hockey rinks, roller skating rinks. Don't get me started. Couple skate. Nobody asked me to couple skate. Cow tipping. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then, can we just talk about roller skating? Because it was my life. And do you ever see videos where you'll see like a whole bunch of old people our age, and they'll be getting together and going to the roller skating rink, and they go, and there's a whole bunch of them, and they're all doing this, and they're all crossing their feet over like this. Do you ever see them? And they look so cool. They're like 45 plus, but they're all in, and they're doing it. Right? These are our people. And I think it's awesome. I think if I try to get my roller skates on, I would knock everybody over. Like if I was in the middle, because there'll be like 6 to 10 people looking smooth. I'd be like, don't put me in the middle. I'll wipe all y'all out. Like I'll look smooth until I catch somebody's wheel, and then everybody's legs will be. I will break everyone's legs. They do look cool. Could you shoot the duck? Is that the one where you go down low with your leg out? No. Look at me. Come on. I played the glockenspiel. Listen. I would love to be able to say that I could put my roller skates on and be like right back in the game. But I'd have to break a few things first and then get back in the game. Every Friday night and Sunday afternoons. Georgia. Dropping like dominoes. I'll wipe y'all out. I never learned to skate, always wanted to. Listen, I loved it. I wasn't great. I was slightly above average, but I was not great. Couldn't do any of the tricks. And I could not roller skate backwards. I could not. Everybody kept saying, you just do this. And I would do it. I was like, not going anywhere. Look real dumb. They were like, just do this. I was like, nah. Love skating backwards. See, that was next level. I had an aptitude. And an attitude. But I was not stellar. But it was just, and there was a boy that I just liked so much. And my girlfriend came with us to like, she didn't go to our school. You know, when like you had a friend that doesn't go to that school, but you go with your girlfriend. So you're like mysterious. So my girlfriend came to our school skating rink party. Yes, Rebecca. And there was a boy, and I was hoping he was going to ask me. To couple skate. I started getting ready. I was like, let me do this. Let me tease this a little more so it's big, real scary, like feathers. And while I was teasing my hair, I look up and he asked her to couple skate. And when you talk about drama, like just serious, like my life is over. All my dreams. He was my baby daddy one day. And he went and danced with her. And it brings a tear to my eye. I was so devastated. Our rink did the hokey pokey on skates? Of course it did. I couldn't even be mad, Bobby. I mean, I was a little upset. It was a knife in the heart. Couldn't be mad. But I was probably the heartbreak of it all. I don't know that I ever got over it. Did you ever like, of course you did, like go on Facebook and find like your middle school crush or your high school crush who you were positive you were going to marry, and you were like, this is it, this is my man, it's my girl, whatever. And then you look them up on Facebook and you're like, this didn't end well. I think this was good. Such good times. Yes. Yep, sure have. Yes, of course you have. And you're like, I might have dodged a bullet here. I looked at my bullies to see what they're up to. They're either the same ooh or balding. Well, there you go. Yes, dodged a bullet. We'd cross the border to Jersey and drink and disco. Of course you did, Jim. You know why? Because Jersey girls are the best. And then you're like, oh, thank goodness I'm not with him. I found Bob's first fiance from 1974 on the Facebook. Oh, you going back. You going back. Here's Melanie. Melanie's like, I married mine and didn't end up going well. Sometimes the Lord works in mysterious ways. Isn't that what Facebook is for? Stalking exes? Of course it is. One of my exes is doing life in prison for murder. Dun, dun, dun. I just looked up a guy that I played catch with from across the street. Oh, Sprig. I love you said across the street. Across the street. Let me tell you a story. Let me take you back. It was Sicily, 1947. It was Winslow Township, 1980. So I was really quiet in grammar school, middle school, right? And there was a guy in my development. Sandy was his name. There's not a lot of Sandys around. His name is Sandy. And he was like a rough and tumble kid. And like we grew up in the neighborhood, in the development. He was in my development. And we did everything together, like him and my sisters and our friends. We'd go looking frogs, and we'd go get a rope and like put it onto a tree and fly across the lake. And we'd watch all the guys on motorcycles. Like we were just like, if we didn't come home with 7 new bruises, did we even have fun? Like it was like the best, just feral children, like the Lord of the Flies, just happening in the backyards of all the kids. Just good times. Well, then we started going to school, and I was just super quiet. And so we would stand at the bus stop. He was the only person I would talk to all day. Like we'd sit at we'd be at the bus stop. We'd be like, oh my gosh, when we get home, we're going to do this. And we would just make all these plans. And then as soon as we get on the bus, I would just sit quiet. I don't think I talk all day at school. And then as soon as we get off the bus, I was like, Sandy, like he wasn't I grew up with sisters. I didn't have any brothers. And so I was afraid of all boys except for Sandy. And I was just like, all right, Sandy, then we're going to do this. I'm going to do this. But he was always so sweet. Just the nicest boy. He was about 4 feet shorter than me. I was probably this height in 5th grade. I was gigantic. And he was this big. But he's so sweet. Every so often, every couple of years or something, he was like my brother. And so every few years, he'll find me on Facebook. Hey, how you doing? And his dad was a single dad. It was just him and his dad. He's on the Facebook now, Bob. But we've kept in touch here and there. But do you ever just have somebody that just, you can't remember the exact things you did, but you just know that they were just so kind to you and they were so lovely. And, like even in school, like he wasn't the coolest boy in school and I certainly wasn't the coolest girl. But like if anybody ever like was mean to me or something, he'd just be like, leave her alone. Like, what are you doing? Like he just, oh, I know, Lee, but he was super lovely. And so, so every few years we kind of touch base and I just want to give him a hug. He's just the best. But, there's those people when you're growing up. It's fun. So we'll see. So we did that. Then I went to watch Jacqueline do her set on Saturday. My older sister married me and my girlfriend when we were in 3rd grade. She wasn't actually ordained so unfortunately it didn't stick. I don't know if he was in love with me, Mary. I don't know. Maybe at some point he was like, that Dina. But he always just treated me like a person. He didn't treat me like a girl. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But he just talked to me like a person. And I feel like that was just so nice. What's the worst thing you got in trouble for in high school? Oh, Kyle, good question. Everybody think about your answer. I'll give you mine, Kyle. I know it right off the top. And I've told this story before. There's actually probably a couple worse things I've done. This is bad. I'm a freshman. I am in science class. And I just didn't study. My mom wasn't like, girl, you have a bright future. She was like, girl, do your best. You know how you either grew up like, honey, I see great things for you. And my mom was like, time to get up. She would always say like, if you put your mind to something, you can do it. Now, she didn't say what that could be. She just said, you have to get up. And so anyway, I'm in the class. I apparently didn't study, not a surprise. It's a test on the constellations. I did not study. And I know that. And there's a wall here. And I'm like, sitting here. I'm like, what am I like? And I'm like beating myself. I'm like, you could have just studied a little. Like, there's no way. Like, I know there's a bear. I still don't. Ursa Major, Ursa. I don't know what shape that is. I know I can find the North Star. And so, whatever. That's the best I got. And that's probably what I wrote on this test. And so anyway, I'm like, I can't believe this. I'm doing this. I'm looking up. I can't believe I did this again. And then I look over here and there's a full map of the constellations just right here, right next to my head. And so I saw it. And like even my internal monologue, even then I saw it. I was like, are you kidding me with this right now? And I remember looking around like, is this being recorded? Even though that wasn't even a thing. I was like, how about this? So I was thinking, oh, God. I wish I knew you were saying. I was like, well, God wouldn't put this here if he didn't want me to look at it. Now, I wasn't sly. It wasn't, I was like, no. Because that's what a good cheater would have done. No, here's me. I was like, let me see. I was probably trying to make it wider. It was probably like, let me just zoom it. No. But I probably had both hands right up on the thing. And that's when the teacher was like, Data. And then I'm positive I started crying. Positive I started crying. And then I wrote, these are the ones I cheated on. Like I said it. Again, not a good cheater. I got suspended for slamming a bully's face into a locker door. She got stitches and never bullied me or my friends the rest of the year. Bobby, I want you as one of my backup dancers. What? That's it. Believe it or not, I was a pretty good girl. But I did go on a first date and might have been under the influence of at 17. Had to go to my parents' bar, drove down the length of my mom's best friend's wood-like station wagon. Bad night for sure. Punching a girl in the nose for doing inappropriate things with my boyfriend. Her nose was broken. I got dumped. I was suspended for 3 days. There's a lot of punching going on. I punched somebody once, but it was younger than high school. The only people I was punching in high school were my sisters, and anybody with sisters understands that. The age limit was 18 in Saskatchewan back when I was about 6 months older than my classmates, so I pulled lots of beer from my underage friends. Also wrote my notes for missing class. Went to the dentist 12 times that year. Judy from Saskatoon. Worst I did was cheat on a test. Wrote the answers on my hand. Steal for bad. Yeah, I didn't decorate that classroom. That's what I said, Suzanne. I didn't put this here. I can't tell you how many times my hand got top of the ruler by Sister Jeanette because the boys' table acted up. I was very bad in high school. I kicked a girl into a curb just once when she was about to beat up my little sister, and she was bigger than me and a year younger than me. I snuck out of the house after my parents went to bed. I saved all my bad decisions for college. What in the Tiffany Hall did I just jump into? Joey Joe, we're telling what's the worst things we did in high school. Kyle, what's your answer? We put our teacher's car in the swimming pool, all boys high school. Worst I did was play hooky once with my first boyfriend. Listen, I'm starting to get an inside look at all the drama. I wonder whose group I would have been in here. I wouldn't have been in. I know I would not have been in Mooney's group. Mooney said, I used to get in trouble for ditching class. Mooney, I feel like you got in trouble for a lot more than that. You'd probably hang out with Judy from Saskatoon. She writing all the notes. I got drunk at a drama society get-together at Jones Beach. Father went down and got me. We got home. He said, did you learn your lesson? I said, yep, and we didn't talk about it at all after that. Pretty cool. I would sneak out, meet a boy, and do whippets under the dock. What's a whippet? I threw a rock through the dean's window. I did yell at the entire class during a fight. They were all talking, and I needed to finish, and we weren't supposed to talk. Also snapped on the teacher for yelling at me. Trina, so you were yelling at everybody to be quiet so you could take the test, and the teacher yelled at you, and then you snapped at the teacher for telling you to stop screaming because that was his job. You're hilarious. That was the Goody Two Show. In fourth grade, one of the boys put hot pepper in the teacher's soda. We all got in trouble because nobody would admit it, and I was pissed because I'm a good girl. I can't remember one time I've been in trouble in school. Anne Marie Taylor, I don't believe that. I cut a girl's hair in art class. Of course you did, Jim Wagner. I stole oyster crackers from a girl's lunch tray in fourth grade. She slapped me in the face. She had to sit in the corner for an hour. Oh, Athena, I would have beat him up. I had a friend me who'd get to my mom's car before me and tell her all the bad things I did that day. Wow. I know. I let a complete burnout guy drive me home. My parents had said we weren't allowed to go somewhere. When my dad saw the guy brought me home, I looked at him and I said, it could be a lot worse if she just let us go to the show we wanted to go see. Ooh. I have a really bad memory. I was going to say, Anne-Marie. We snuck out after homeroom to go eat breakfast at a diner. Lasted a few weeks until we tried to sneak back into school, and the assistant principal had to open up a locked door for us. My sister melted X-Lax chocolate onto chocolate-covered pretzels and let her bully steal them. Oh, good one. I was innocent until sophomore year, of course. We talked the girls in our group to ride around naked on a Saturday night. I'm nowhere near as persuasive at this age. Listen, Bo. Listen, I got a new idea for Vegas. Po's in charge of one of our outings. Everybody naked. We're going on a bus ride. We're like, this was not part of the tour. They were like, well, this girl, Bo Williams, showed up next to everything. She's yelling for everybody to be naked. It's going to be a weird trip. My dad worked at the school, so the teachers would tell on me before I had the chance to tell them. I got in a fight with a girl after school during volleyball practice. She wasn't supposed to be there, and it was bothering me. I never got in trouble. We were both suspended, but I only did one day. Everyone was shocked. I had a girl sit in my mom's car before I could get there. She made up all sorts of things. She wanted me to buy her a pickle to say I'm sorry. What? That's a weird story. I got taped in my seat for walking around too much. I cut my hair in elementary school. I bud boots in my backpack and cheated on tests all in elementary school. I was better in high school. I went to Denny's for breakfast and then was in school lobby forging a late note. A school principal saw me and just said, "Downey girls, get to class." Oh, that's so funny. My dad and I were building something in the garage. My sister walked up the driveway crying and said, "Paul, her boyfriend's best friend hit her." I grabbed a 2x4, marched down the street. My dad chased me down, took the board from him. This is not this one. It has a nail in it. He's like, "Here's this other one. Take this one instead." That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I got pulled into the principal's office because someone wrote, it was me, but could have because she was, and I hated her. My brother built a bar for my dad in Wood's class. Then both my brothers got suspended for having a party at our house, and half of them went back to school all drunk. Oh my gosh. That is so funny. I hid boots. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. A girl that liked my boyfriend punched me in the hall. We both got suspended. In suspension, she was mouthing off, so I punched her. I didn't get in trouble. The teacher did not like her either. There's a lot of punching. I got in trouble for talking too much in 8th grade. The teacher made me walk around the desk in front of the whole class. Typical Catholic school embarrassment. Oh, yeah. Had a guy friend in middle school pull down my shorts. He didn't realize the principal's behind him. He got whacked with the paddle. We had a streaker run across the stage at our senior day. Great memory. Admin threatened to not let us graduate. We laughed and laughed. They couldn't do it. That's so funny. In chemistry lab, we used to turn on the gas and use the striker to see how big we can get the flames to shoot out. Let's just say Jenna was collateral damage and lost her eyebrows and half of her face. Listen, Jenna got to learn a lesson. That's so funny. Goody two-shoes until college. Snuck into the men's intramural building at Michigan State with some guys from the wrestling team and jumped off the high diving platform into the pool. Judith. I did get attention for wearing shorts that were too short. Didn't come to my fingertips. I had long legs. I got them, Andrea. Isn't that funny? Same. There's always a problem. My friend had put pot in my pocketbook and typing class because she knew I would never get in trouble. 2 minutes later, she got called down to the office, but lucky didn't get suspended. I was sweating so bad, afraid I was going to get caught. Oh my gosh. Mooney's like, just for the record, I never punched anybody in my entire life. I love it. I cut school on senior cut day, went to the Deptford Mall, ran into my history teacher in the food court. What was he doing in the food court? Got called to the guidance supervisor's office on the last day before graduation. Worried all day trying to figure out what I did. She wanted to meet the one sister she never met. My older sister was always in trouble. I tried to stay under the radar. See, Jean. That's so funny. We would go out during lunch, skip school to go to the corner store. They had the best steak and cheese sales. Went back to school or so. It was trash. You know which door to go out. So funny. Yeah, no, my sisters were like, I ripped a paper and argued with the teacher in second grade. She put it in an envelope for me to give my mom. I hid and I was grounded for weeks. Man, Heather. Yeah, I was definitely a square. Forget a fight. I'd be so scared if I forgot my homework. I know. We all lived in different realities. There were those of us like myself who were afraid of everything. And then the girls who were afraid of nothing. And like I didn't hang out with those girls, but I did like to listen to their conversation. Oh, that girl, what's she saying? What's she saying? What's she up to? Uh-huh. Got in a fist fight on my birthday, slammed a girl into a locker. We both got suspended. It was also her mother's birthday. So my birthday and her mother's birthday. And because we were suspended, I missed my induction ceremony into the International Honor Society. My mom was pissed. Mm-mm. Oh my God. Scared of everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Carrie already blocked him. Ain't going. Mm-hmm. I was the youngest of four, all brothers. Every year, first day of school, well, the teacher was like, uh-oh, here comes another one. In seventh grade Spanish class, my friend took a marker and drew a mustache on her face and put her finger over it. Then we would look at her and crack up. She had used a permanent marker, had to walk around all day with that on her face. Mm-mm. Girls talked me into stealing candy from the corner store and then told our teacher that I stole it. I was quiet and shy until one day I snapped. This is gonna be good. I went over to some desks after a guy in my class after he bothered me for months. What'd you do, Dawn? What happened next? I was definitely a good girl, but wouldn't let my friends get picked on. That was the only time I got into a fight, and that was after lacrosse practice, and I had fallen and I'd broken my wrist. I think that's why I was a little cranky. Okay. Mm-hmm. Started my mattress on fire, smoking my mom's cigarette. You guys are crazy. I want to talk to any of y'all. Me and Kendra be in the back, scared, crying, in the back. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll be like, I'm good. Where's my glockenspiel? Like, I don't want to have anything to do with him. I punched him and punched him again after school on the bus. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. So funny. So funny. Good times. Good times. Mm-hmm. My sister was the bad one. She and a couple friends stole the gym teacher's Cadillac and took it for a joyride. Thought I was going to be the only child after that. I stole a Holly Hobby keychain and my sister ratted me out. My dad marched me to the store, made me apologize. Never stole again and never will. Remember Holly Hobby? I snuck out of the house. When I came back, the window was nailed shut. I had to knock on the door to get back in. That's hilarious. Now, my little sister wasn't afraid of anything or anyone. She went through a rock and hit a kid in the middle of the forehead, just like David and Goliath. I was able to supply teach at my old high school right after teacher's college. I was asked why I was on the staff room. I looked young. Then my French teacher recognized me. He was happy to see me. My old math teacher was size. He told me when I was in class, I did not need to learn algebra, as all I was going to do was have a couple kids. Karma, baby. Mm-hmm. She threw a rock. Okay. Yeah, and we all made it. We all made it to semi-functional people in society. Why are your boxers so relaxing? Mine is doing zoomies all day. Yeah, I don't know. They live a life of leisure, Richard. This is really all they do. Mm-hmm. They just hang. They're pretty easy. Is there one on the couch? Where's Booby? Lou, you coming to work? You want to come say hi to people? She's like, you don't see me sleeping. Come here. Come on, come say hi. Colby, get up. This isn't your work. Get up. Get up. Your sister's gonna come to work. Come on. Move your leg. Go ahead. Get up. Yeah. Okay. All right. Come here, love. Come on. Come say hi to everybody. Heavy on the semi-functional. Come here. When I ran away from home, they locked me in juvie hall for 2 weeks and 2 days. See, now we're getting to the real Mooney talk. This is what I was talking about. I knew there was something under the surface, and it just wasn't early enough in the morning for you to just reveal. But I know. Lou. You can't get good help. You really can't. Lulu. You coming? She's like, I had to get a drink before I got on set. It's going to be a long day. Is that what it's called? A discretionary day? Oh, you decided to come to work today. Yeah. All right. I know. She's looking for some benefits. What is it? You smell. You got smelly breath. So you have smelly breath. You stink. You stink. I had my sister convinced our parents found her in a dumpster. My older sister, Michelle, told Nicole and I we were adopted because we were darker. We were like really dark compared to her. So she said we were adopted from another country. We believed her. Yeah. She is. There's another one too, Richard, somewhere. We decided that I think Lulu looked like an English boxer. There was an American boxer. You have that face, but your sister is French. A French boxer that was like another country. Do you remember when we found out she was much more cultured than you? Do you remember that? Why you tell everybody? I have a brindle German. Does your brindle look like this one? Because this is brindle, right? Look brindle. Look brindle-ish. She's like, I don't even know what that means. Yes.
I think I have
News. Okay,
well,
we love
it's
news.
It's less news and more of like,
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to be home tonight.
Okay.
So
do you have a date?
No.
No, that's crazy.
Tonight is I stopped working at Helium Comedy Club. Right. So yesterday was Jacqueline and I. It was our last day yesterday.
Okay.
At Helium, and today just happens to be our staff outing. So we're all going to the Phillies game today.
Okay.
And I accidentally promised people. I've never been drunk in my entire life, ever. I don't really drink that much, right? But I accidentally promised people that I would get absolutely smashed tonight. Because it's the last night that I'll be with them. And now I think that might happen.
Okay, but you don't have to.
Yeah, but I thought
Sit down, Lou. You're too much right now. Lulu.
I thought it would be fun. I was like, you know what? Why not? Why not?
Okay, there are varying degrees of drunk. You could do like a little tipsy, or you could do I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, I think I want to toe the line of I'm gonna throw up.
No.
I don't know.
Okay,
We'll see.
Well,
who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen?
I think I do.
The other thing too is like I said, I've never been drunk.
Okay.
So I don't know like what's gonna be the tipping point for my body. I might have one drink and I'm like, whoa.
Well, how You've had one beer before.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. But
Have you had 2 beers before?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well,
I've never gone over 2. Now, when I talk to people, they were like, "Yeah, you're gonna have 5 or 6, and you're gonna
just throw them over your shoulder like that." Somebody gives you a shot, you'd be like, "This is good,"
and then just pretend to be
that
drunk.
really hit me.
And then I just pretend.
There's a song. It's called the Margarita song. Do you know it?
Yeah, I don't like that song. So yeah, planned drunkenness.
All right, let me put it like this. Everybody, I can't say has been you because this is dumb, but everybody has had a night where they drank too much, and that doesn't end well. Usually ends with you on the side of the road, maybe thrown up on your sister's shoes. That's not specific.
I think that's a good way to go out.
It's not.
I don't know.
So
yeah.
Do you need me to drop you guys off and pick you up?
I'm going to stay at Jacqueline's tonight, and we're going to take the train back home or Uber.
Okay.
But that's why I might not be home tonight.
Now, is your sister going to keep her wits about herself?
Well, so last year at the same outing, Jacqueline got really drunk, and then I was there and I drove her home and everything. So then this year I was like, hey, we're gonna have to reverse the roles. Like, you're gonna have to be the one that takes me home now. She's like, what are you talking about?
Okay, so no one's gonna be responsible.
And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, most times when we go out, I'm the one that drives Jacqueline home.
Okay, so do you want me to drive you both home?
Well, you're not gonna be there.
Maybe I'll go to the game.
No, you can't. You're not allowed.
I'm not going to sit with you. Trust me, I'm not going to be anywhere. I'm going to sit on the other side with some binoculars.
It's sold
going
out.
like this. I'll be like, oh, this is some dumb stuff happening across the way.
You have to be younger than 30 to go tonight.
I am, Dean.
And you're 31, so it's not going to work out.
All right, here's a message from Susan, and you take this for what it's worth. I drank too many margaritas at a Phillies game. It ended up with me getting sick and laying on my front yard with no pants on.
See, that sounds...
Now, do you want to be Susan?
That sounds like it would be fun.
Susan, I don't know that story. We're going to have a new shirt called Do You Want to Be a Susan? Where's your pants? So, moving forward, if you don't have pants on, your name is Susan. Are you being a Susan right now? Sans pants. Exactly, Allison. I think I'm going to go to the game tonight. Yep. Maybe I want to be a Susan. I don't know. I didn't realize. It's probably in the market. Give me 1 margarita. Give me 2 margaritas. 3 margaritas. And my name is Suzanne. Give me 4 margaritas. It is. It's in the song. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what this is. Susan No Pants Springfield. Is that it? Susan, today's the day. Holly's like, I want to be a Susan. Susan, you have Alejandra, do you want to tell her you have 24 hours to change your name to Susan No Pants Springfield? Here are the rules. You only have 24 hours and you can't tell anybody why you're changing it. You can't ever explain it. That's just who you are now. And we'll always remember you. Shikenja, I'm going to go to the game. I'm not even going to watch the game. I'm going to go. That's it. Susan Sans Pants. Just put Sans Pants. Good call, Kyle. Yes, Sans Pants sounds better because that sounds French. What's your name? Susan Sans Pants Springfield. If you say it like that, that's English. But because I don't know how to say it in French. But it does. Sans Pants. Springfield. Yeah. Now, Belinda, you can change it. Everybody's figured out how to change it. You can figure it out. Mooney, here comes Mooney. Just again, for clarification, I have never lost my pants in the yard. At church, yes, but not in the yard. Not a Susan. That's what I was thinking, Janice. I thought Dean was going to say he had a date with a lifeguard. Nope. That's never how you think this is going to end. I've never lost my pants in the yard. Mooney, I love how the bar is just so low that you'll just randomly add it. Guys, I just want to let you know, I have never had sex in the back of a motorcycle while it was moving. Okay? Not as trashy as you guys think. She just randomly brings up. There was only one time that I had my top off at the Vatican. One time, not twice. Okay, so who's the skank now? Not me, not Mooney. Okay. We misjudged you, Mooney. That's on us. Oddly specific. Sans pantaloons. You could also, these are all options. I don't know if she's changed it already. I'm always impressed when people can change their name while we're still in the show where they have to change their name. It is pretty impressive. You do something once and then you're labeled for life. That's how we do it, Bob. That's called friends. It's called friendship. Dean, who are they playing tonight? Just so I can get ready.
You know what?
Just so I can get ready for the game.
Oh, the game got canceled.
I'm gonna bring binoculars and we'll sit up. And then I'll be like, "Hey, you need a ride home?" And again, I still want to hang out with Moody. Exactly.
You right, please?
You are still Water Wiggle forever.
All right.
Okay.
Well.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna check in on you. Make sure everybody's good.
All right. This is crazy.
I don't know, Kim.
Guys.
Okay.
If I don't make it back alive, just know that
you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. See you tonight.
See you later.
Okay.
You're not coming.
I'm not coming. I'm not coming.
Don't come to the
I'm
tailgate
not.
at 4 o'clock.
I'm not.
In Lot M with your car ready to go. Don't do that.
Don't be outside waiting for me with maybe a Tylenol and a bubbly drink to help settle my stomach.
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
All right.
Okay.
Don't be at the left field entrance, the third base entrance, at around 9 p.m. Don't do that.
Got it. Not gonna do it.
Don't have the car ready.
Don't have it.
Get home
with air conditioner on.
Don't do that.
Maybe just like something like a cold compress in a bucket. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Have fun.
All right.
Bye. Evelyn, have fun, Dean. Bruce like, this makes me nervous. Already got it on. Mary Drew Pendleton. Yeah, no, Rhoda. No, that's not gonna happen. Listening on a road trip and trying to explain comments is funny. Huh. No, I don't, Irene. I don't. I know, Angela. Let's see if your phone connects to Dean's car. Dean, they might hear you in the car. Okay. He said okay.
I do.
Okay. All right. So I'm going with Phillies game. And it's going to be great. I had no idea. That's what I'm going to do tonight. I'll take pictures. So I says to the cow, that is not how you play checkers. And it was just such a funny article talking about how bovines are now being used to strategize for new board games. It was so weird. It was on CNN. And so I just wanted to let you guys know that was happening, because that's something you probably want to write down. Yeah, no, exactly, Rebecca. Yeah, Melanie. All the other moms are going to show up tonight. I'll be like, "What section are you going to be in?" I'll be on walkie-talkie. Who's got eyes on you? Jill, you had to make it sound like real. Yeah. And so that's what they're doing with the cows now. Now chickens are different. With the chickens, now listen, I'm going to be at third base. Who's going to take the first base area? We're going to need people. We're going to need people on each level. All right. We'll meet at the entrance. I'll hand out the walkie-talkies. All right. Everybody's going to need a handle. Operation Cow. Monica's taking the outfield. Where are we meeting up? Wagner's are covering second base. Who we got? There'll be pictures of Dean just drinking just from like 7 different angles. Code word moo. Okay. Code word moo. I'll take third base lower level. Symbol. Wonder Twins activate. Kelly's got home base. Yeah. How many moms does it take to take care of Dean? All of them. It's gonna be hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, he can be done by the second inning. Who has a drone? There'll be a candidate. Judy will go in selling hot dogs and peanuts. You want a hot dog, eh? They're gonna know. They're gonna know when you say A at the end. Jean will be like, "You guys hear Judy from Saskatoon? You guys hear A? Peanuts, eh?" Judy, you guys didn't hear that? Oh, what? We should tell them to do a first drink and a last drink video. Yeah. Oh no, the movement is not to stop him from doing it. The movement is to assemble and get video. Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. So funny. Yeah, he'll be fine. Oh, this is happening. I could watch this all day. The two of them. I don't know if this is playtime. I mean, they're clearly playing, but they'll do this for a while, and then they'll just get up and walk away. They're like, "It's over now," whatever that was. And they'll just go in 2 different parts of the house. They're like, "It's over." The funny thing is, like, they were doing this one other time, and I moved my chair, and the sound startled them, and they both got up and walked away like they didn't. It wasn't happening. I'll be the beer seller selling the beer to him with a hidden camera and a baseball cap. Good, done. You're signed up. Now they're acting like boxers. Yeah, exactly, Richard. And if they can lift their leg and give a full shot of their vagina at all times, that is what they lead with. It's what they lead with all the time. Vagina shots all the time. I shouldn't say that a lot for the TikTok. They both shake it off and walk away. It's so funny. Of course you can, Tanya. I might have to do Ugly Monday there tonight. We might have to skip journaling and just watch in a parking lot. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What do you think that this activity mimics? Is this like, what's the human version? Is this just like wrestling around? Is that it? Is it a power play? I don't know. We can all journal about Dean. We can make predictions about Dean. They do love each other. My 95-pound Mastiff and 28-pound French Bulldog do this. Nola gets Frank by the throat and the ears and breaks him. Aggressive cuddling. Mm-hmm. Dog gossip. She's like, did you hear what happened to that dog down the street? Like that. We're coming to the end of it. They're both just going to act like it's not happening. They're like, yeah, we was just sitting here. We was just sitting here. Mm-hmm. A friendly sister slap. That's probably what it's like. What are they doing? Uh-huh. It's very rare you see a booby sighting. Oh, she's like, that's it. That's it. It's over. All right, we done? And that's it. Show's over. That's it. Never happened. Anyway. All right, well, listen, I got stuff to do. I got to move my whole schedule around. I got to get some tickets to the game. He said somewhere along the third baseline. That's what you heard. I got to find out. And then I got to use my Find My. Like, does Find My work in a stadium? I'll just do like this. I'll call Judy. I'll say, Judy, where's the drone? I said, Judy, you too high. Bring it down. She'll send the drone in from Canada. We'll say, get busy. All right, everybody. Well, listen, have a great day today. It's Ugly Monday. All right. Go do something nice for yourself. Go hit the gym. Go for a walk. Get out there. Find some pickleball. Do some yoga. Do something. Get the body moving. And I'll see you tonight at the game. It's going to be great. But have a good day. Thanks for sharing all your stories today. It was nice. Kyle had a good prompt this morning. Kyle, you're in charge of all prompts on Mondays. Uh-oh. Kyle's like, what? I got a job? Yeah. Every Monday, it's called the Kyle prompt, and you have to come up with a question. He's like, I don't want to. Yeah, it's your job now. Okay. All right, everybody, have a good one. Hopefully we see Susan Sans Pants Springfield show up on the next show. Thanks for watching as always. Like Judy from Saskatoon and Andrea say, do something nice for yourself or others today. Have a great day and a blessed day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.